So, hello everybody. I look like crap, but I feel like crap. So, no need to hide feelings. I am making dinner. Um, and I am home alone. This is a single mom's thing. My kids are usually always with me, but whenever they're not, it gets a little complicated. You would think that most single moms want to have some alone time or quiet time, but it's not like that all the time, especially when you're not used to being without your kids. So my life seems to not make much sense when they're not around, especially on a day like this that I have no plans and I don't feel like being alone. So yeah, I'm wearing this shirt. I thought it was funny when I saw it, and I got it made. I actually got it made when um I was in that verge of getting a divorce, before all hell broke loose and things were still a little funny between us. We're still friends. Then so many new things came to life, and then here I am, a year later, um, divorced with 4 kids, and well, my life seems a little empty when they're not around. And they went to go spend, um, so it's been a year. My kid's dad has another relationship. That's one of the reasons why we got a divorce, because he started a relationship before we got considered divorce. Basically, yes, he fell in love with another woman. That's so what he said after I caught him. Um, so I caught him cheating. And I guess the most logic thing was to just get a divorce, right? It was the only way I think I could move on from such a heartbreak. And apparently, he might have told her that he was already divorced. That's what he told me. And that, and then later on, that we were on the process of getting a divorce. But in reality, I mean, I was doing everything. I pretty much didn't even get a lawyer. I processed the whole, divorce on my own. Um, I was my own lawyer, and he just signed the papers after I was done with everything. I honestly think, like, if I wouldn't have done it, it would have never happened. I would have been still there wondering if he's cheating on me still. But that happened and is done with, and it had to happen for me to move on. And I think it was the right decision. After a lot of doubting in my mind, seeing my kids suffer so much over it, a lot of the times I thought maybe maybe it was the bad idea to think about me, my pain, and trying to get over the pain. And that's why moving so fast with the divorce, but it wasn't going to erase what had happened already. It wasn't going to erase that the kids knew what happened. And the pain was not going to just disappear. So I think in some ways, I probably would just be prolonging that pain if I would have stayed in that situation. It was very hard. Never thought it would happen. I thought I would be with him forever. I guess nobody takes such a big chance on someone without believing they're going to be with them forever, right? But life has some really funny ways of turning things upside down. So that's my situation. So this the girl that his girlfriend, his current girlfriend, invited my kids over uh, for a um, his daughter's birthday party. She's only 4. She's gonna be 4 today. She's a really sweet girl, a cutie. It helped me heal to get to know her. It helped me to get to know this little girl. This little girl calls him daddy. It was really hard at the beginning. But when I met her and how sweet she was and innocent, and realizing that she didn't have anybody to call daddy, then it kind of softened up my heart a bit to the situation. And I think it was a way of moving on. And I think the girl is just such a sweetheart. I really care about her. The little bit that I've known her, I think I have the soft spot for her. She's cute. So it was her birthday, and the kids are going over to be with her. They love her, and I'm happy. I think she deserves all the love that she can get. The little girl, that's 4, does not deserve to know any of the pain that my kid's been through, or anybody. She just deserves to have a happy life and have a daddy, you know. So I feel a little lonely because my kids are not here. I'm just used to having them with me all the time. And so I decided that instead of to go watch Netflix and lay in my room, I was gonna cook. I was gonna cook something for them for when they get home, instead of feeding them like quick food. So I was thinking maybe some chicken tacos, even though they hate chicken, but I'm gonna make it really yummy. I was just gonna get creative with whatever I have. So I wanted some potatoes, but it looks like this is the only potato I got. That's not gonna work. So let's see what else is in the pantry. At the moment, I'm staying with my mother. There is a whole nother story there. My father just passed away about 2 months ago, and it's been really rough. So we've been staying with her and trying to be supportive, make sure she's not alone. Of course, when my boys are here and everybody's here, it might be a little chaotic. So we're planning on making things a little easier for her and going back home. But 2 of my daughters are going to be here with her. We live in the same town. And so what I'm gonna, yeah, so she's not here at the moment, and I'm gonna like raid her pantry and see what she's got and see what we can do. I don't see a lot that we can do with what she's got. I mean, I have some stuff here. Well, I got some chicken, and I'm sure we can get some onions. And let's see what he has. Well, we got some corn. Guess we can make a guisado with corn. A guisado is just definitely can use some tomato sauce right here. And so a guisado would just be like a sauteed dish. Usually it's called guisado because you put like onion and vegetables and chicken and toss it. It's a sauteed dish with meat. And that's why I wanted the potatoes. Let's see. Nope, I don't think I see anything interesting. Let's move on to maybe. Oh, I see something interesting. We got some masa. Let's hope it's not expired. It looks like it might be expired. Well, I guess I'll smell it and see if we can still use it. So, what else can I tell you? I love my monsters, but I'm trying to cut down. So, we're going with something more like a kickstart and Mountain Dew and stuff. But yeah. So, yes, this is my unmakeup face. Probably gonna regret recording this. I am a makeup artist, as you're gonna see. I have very many looks. This is my recent look is more of a brown tones. Sometimes wear some brown contacts and just some nude colors and but this is my washed face. Not a lot of people get to see me this way, but I guess this is my coming out as a tired single mom who is trying to live through this new life. So I've survived a year. I think I can finally talk about it without getting all emotional. And I think the part that hurts me the most is the suffering of my kids, what they went through, what they're still going through. The part of my broken heart, when it comes to the woman broken heart, I think that's pretty much okay now. I accept my place, that I am just not part of his life anymore, as I'm just the mom of his kids. I accept the place that now she is his girl. Basically, I have no place in that situation anymore, and so I'm not. For a long time, I was just picking at it, just to at the relationship part, at reminding him all these things that he did wrong and how he could do me wrong and all this. That's like done and over with. I don't feel like that anymore. Um, honestly, I don't have romantic feelings for him. Not the person that I see him as now. I miss my husband, my old husband, the one that would have maybe he never existed. Maybe it was someone that I thought he was and I imagined it for 20 years. But um but we had some real time. Some real sweet moments and real moments and sacrifices and works and stuff. So I believe there was love, and I don't believe that it was all fake, and I don't believe it was for nothing. I got my kids. I The suffering that I've gone through has made me who I am now. I have a lot of growing up and learning to do, and this is just part of it. So I'm just gonna take it as it is, and I'm no longer fighting the current. I'm just allowing things to happen and not try to control everything in my life. So, yeah, I am going to, um, yeah, just talk about my experience as I go through this new year, second year of divorce and being a single mom. The first year was very hard. We didn't get as much support as we needed from him, especially time wise. Mm, there's a times where the kids wouldn't see him for a few weeks, and it was really hard for them. And I also think he was struggling with his own life and dealing with this big mistake. And I don't know if he's really that sorry, but I'm sure that he didn't want to hurt his kids that much as he realized he did. And that part of the pain that he's caused my kids, that part, um, that's the hard part for me to heal. That's the hard part for me to forgive, you know. Um, Having children with broken hearts is the hardest thing to watch. It's the hardest thing as a mom. You don't want anybody to hurt your children, and anybody that does turns into an enemy in some ways. And so I think it's kind of hard to separate that. Um, I really hope it's a better year for everyone. I am having better communication with him, and I am ready to have a different type of relationship, even when it comes to his current girlfriend, which is the girl that he cheated on me with. I don't want him back. I don't want to ruin his relationship. I don't want anything to do with any of that. But I am willing to, have our kids spend time together, care about each other, and at the point when she's ready and I feel I'm okay. It will feel weird a few times, but if we have to be in the same room or in the same event, I am okay with it too. So I think I've come to that. To that. So yeah. Hopefully next time, my face won't look this bad. But back to dinner. Maybe I'm gonna try and make some tortitas with these. Maybe some kind of like pupusa style. So the gorditas will probably have cheese inside. Um, I'll put a little bit of flour and cheese inside. Then maybe the chicken on top. Or maybe I shred the chicken so it's like easier to pile on top instead of chopping it. I don't know. And add some tomato sauce. Where did I leave that tomato sauce? And some onion and make it yummy. Something like that. Okay? So maybe I'll be able to show you some of that stuff, but mostly this was an introduction. Again, I am Mayra Corona, and a lot of people know me as Cely because my second name is Araceli. I got a lot of family, mucha familia, y saludos allá a Ensenada, a mis primos, mis tíos, and friends in California. My best friend Aida and her family. Besitos a los niños y allá en Ensenada mis primos and here in Utah I live in St. George and surviving. I love St. George. It's a beautiful place to live at. The weather is brutal when it's summer and when it's winter, but I love it. I love the summer, even though it's hot. I like it. And I have a sister up in Provo with her kids and her husband, and they're a great family and support to us. They've been there for my kids on this really tough journey. And my mother, of course, she lives here, but she's out. She lives here in St. George, well, Santa Clara, which is right there in St. George. And we're all still going through this journey with my father's passing. It's another challenge added on. So we're trying to get through this. And, well, hope to see you guys soon. I mean, next time. Whenever we're working on something new. And I'll go ahead and put down some pictures of whatever comes out of this meal. This is gonna be my relax time, I guess. Just cook and get distracted so I don't miss my kids so much. And it's silly. They're only going to be gone for a couple hours, but it's just the fact that I'm home alone and I'm trying to keep my mind busy. So, single mom life. Single mom that has been trying to get used to being a single mom. That's my situation. And then next time, I'll give you an update on that horrible thing they call dating after you're been married for so long. We'll talk about that next time. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Bye bye.